Today, let us discuss our correction of error part 1. This correction of error, as we had discussed earlier in the first topic, correction of error, might happen. As you know that the trial balance used it to test the arithmetic accuracy of the posting. And we are taking ledger balances to the trial balance. However, it might be some error which may occur during posting process, which can be detected or sometimes not detected by trial balance. So therefore, we have two kind of error. One are those error that affecting the agreement of trial balance. But the second, we have some error which do not affect the agreement of trial balance. So one is error not affecting the agreement of trial balance, but the second, the error affecting trial balance agreement. So let us first start with those error which do not affect the agreement of trial balance. We have the error of commission, and this error of commission, error of principal, error of omission, error of original entry, complete reversal of entries, the compensating error. Starting with error of commission. Error of commission is where an entry has been made in a wrong account of the same type or the same class. For example, if trade data P now paid us 500,000 by check, 18 month 2022, but the receipt was wrongly credited to T Lee account instead of P Lau account. So in this case, we have a P Lee account and P Lau account. Both were our data, but instead of transaction going direct to P Lau account, the transaction went to P Lee account. So the correction of this error, we have to rectify it through P Lee account and the P Lau account. So we debit P Lau account the amount, they also transfer to P Lau account. The second is the error of principal. This is an error is where an entry has been made in a wrong type of account, wrong account class. For example, if we bought a lorry, a vehicle for 55 million by check, but this value of the lorry went wrongly, we are debited in expenses account. So the error occur if you look on the left hand side, we have an expenses account which we incorrectly entered the transaction in our expenses account instead of lorry account or motor vehicle account. So correction of this error, we have to cancel it in expenses account. So we credit that amount from in expenses account, but the same amount goes to motor vehicle or lorry account. But again, we have the error of omission. This error of omission is where no record have been entered regarding transactions. So if there is no record have been written against the transaction, therefore this won't affect the agreement of our balance. For example, if we bought a good on credit for TP for 2,500,000, but no entry were made in our book to record this transaction. Therefore, the error above will not affect the agreement of a trial balance. So the error happened that maybe we make a purchases on credit from Louis, but no record. So correction of this, we have to debit such account, purchases account, and we are going on with our crediting T Louis account. Again, error of original entry. This error of original entry occur where an incorrect amount has been entered in a books of original entry. So from the beginning, you capture an amount incorrectly. For instance, we sold the good on credit to Tilobiso, 1,500,000, but the data account and the sell account were wrongly debited with 1,300,000 instead of 1,500,000. So if that is the case, it means that the error occurred that we debited Tilobiso with the sales 1.3 million, and at the same time we did on a sales account 1.3 million. So instead, if we want to correct that error, we have already debited the account correctly with the 1.3 million. So the missing figure is only 200,000. So we are going to debit also Lobby's account with the 200,000 so that the total being 1.5 million. Again, with the sales also, we are going to credit sales account with the 200,000. We have a complete reversal of entry. Complete reversal of entry is occur when we use the wrong side of the ledger. For example, if we paid 2,000 cash to a trader creditor, the Cheuga, the cash account was wrongly debited, and the creditor's account was wrongly credited. So this entry would not affect the agreement of trial balance as both the debit and the credit entries were of the same amount. If this entry occur, the error should be corrected as follows. So instead of crediting cash, the error occur that instead of crediting cash, we debited cash. And then instead of debiting Cheuga account, we credited Cheuga account. So in this case, what we are going to do is to double the amount. So that the first amount cancel with the error, the second one remain in that position. So in that case, Cheuga cash account is going to be credited, and now the amount will be doubled. But again, Cheuga account is going to be debited, and the amount also being doubled. Then compensating error. This compensating error are where two or more error cancel out each other so that trial balance agreement is not affected. So this, for example, if the monthly total in the purchases journal was overcasted by 800 instead of 790, while the monthly total in the sales journal was overcasted by 1 million instead of 990 at the end of. So therefore, the purchases account was debited with additional of 10,000. The sales account was also credited with an additional of 10,000. So these two entries would offset each other. The trial balance should still agree. So for if we wish, we have to show it in a ledger. Sales account, we have a general journal, 100,000, 1 million. But again, the purchases account, 800. So both of them, they were an addition of 10,000. So in the sales account, we are going to deduct those 10,000. But so long there is also a purchases which is also overcasted by 10,000, so we are going to cancel with the purchases account. So in purchases sales account, we are going to debit 10,000. In the purchases account, we are going to credit thus 10,000. Thank you for listening.